Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Oh, sorry, my gain feature just went haywire there. Sorry if I sound a little weird now, but whatever. In the last episode, we made our way through a good portion of the expedition. Sorry, I did it again. Exhibition hall, and in this episode, we're going to continue on. I decided just to start the video off here because there's a few items we kind of missed. Um, Champion Victor has returned. Oh boy. That's a crazy item to get, but we'll talk about that later when it's more relevant. Um, Off screen, I'll show you where to get it in a minute, but there was an item we forgot to collect in the last episode. It wasn't anything major at all, but I'll show you where to get it once we're there, you know. It's near the Stargazer. I just forgot to grab it. In my defense, I actually kind of forgot it was there to begin with, so it's kind of why, but stuff happens. It took me about 3 attempts to get back to the point where I was. I kept fumbling. At one point, one of the enemies fell off the edge, which was kind of funny, but I'm not going to go back and show you guys that. Anyway, we're back. We're good. No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No. We're not going to do that. Alright? We're not going to do that. You're good, but you need to not do that again. You got to take the L. You got to take the L. I'm sorry. That's just all I'm going to say. We got that Trinity. Oh, frick, the Trinity key. Okay, well, we're going to have to do that once we get back to the thing. I'm not going to... I don't care. I just don't care. I'll get it in this video. I'm just not going to do it right now. We have some other situation. I don't know what to call these. I'm pretty sure they count as a carcass and not a machine. Is there something behind us? No, there isn't. These things kind of... I don't know. A lot of enemies are annoying, but these things more so. They're fast, they hit hard, and I'm pretty sure they're just on crack. Yeah, there's an enemy behind us. Great. We have to deal with 2 and 1. Cool. Cool. It's the gunner guy, too. Oh. Please don't be this way. Can you just take the L game? I know I'm not blocking like I should, but it's hard to do that when I'm fucking having to fight an enemy that could just ignore damage. I know I turned into a 3-year-old there, but like Christ, man. That one enemy made me heal 6 times. A Legion plug, nice. I know what it does, game. You don't need to keep telling me. Order from a crowd report. I would have read it, but I don't care. I mean, the lore in this game is really cool, but like, if you want to read it or something, well, there's your incentive to play the game. Okay, I guess we have to go through this area next. I'm not fighting you guys, so you guys gotta leave me alone. I might be wrong about this being the boss. No, it isn't. It's not the boss arena, but that's a big enemy. Oh, God. You have fucking no reason to be here. I'm not gonna deal with you and you together. That is not happening. No. Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna teleport back to the Stargazer. I'm not dealing with double trouble there. We're going to get the Trinity key real quick. I guess I'm kind of rage quitting out, but like guys, we're not dealing with both those. All right. Those gun enemies are fucking annoying. I think I have a new least favorite enemy. I think I have a new least favorite enemy. Those things are nuts. I'm gonna go to the stage. The stage is pretty close by to the Trinity door. At least I spent my freaking currency because I would have lost like a level up's worth of currency if I hadn't spent any, so that's good. Anyway, since we got the Trinity Key in the last episode, going back to the Opera House, specifically the stage, you're going to go back this way, and you're going to drop down into the pit. Right in front of you should be the Trinity door. Quartz and a new converter type. Nice. Okay, so we don't really gain weight from it, which is good, and increases our... Okay, that's marginal. Fire resistance, a little bit of electric, and that's about it. So we lose a little bit of acid resistance. I'll go with it. It's overall better than everywhere else. The acid resistance thing kind of sucks, but this is better. And we got a quartz, so I'm definitely gonna go spin that. In fact, with our new butterfly item, we can do this. We don't need to go all the way back to a freaking thing anymore. Yeah. Hotel Krat. It would be quick. I usually do these off screen, but we got a lot of large enemies, and I'd rather get this done right now, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's see if we can upgrade the weapon too. That would help us out big time.
I know my way around.
No, I cannot. I already need the full moon of the covenant to upgrade this. I thought that was just one required for a max level. It is what it is. We're getting a lot of upgrade materials too, so you know, I'm not mad. I can't be too mad about that. So we're going to the office. That's definitely gotten longer. Sorry. So I have one quartz. Whatever. It's a tough choice where I want to go for this. It really is. It's going to take a while till we get one of these. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. I need another amulet slot. We're gonna get into some really good ones, and I'd rather have that for sure. Ooh, that could be good. Increase our healing. Charge Legion when yeah. Charge Legion when eliminating enemy too. That's gonna be very good for us. We have a very Legion hungry ability. Being able to gain a lot more would be way more beneficial to me. Sorry, Geppetto, we're not in the mood to talk today. Sorry, bro. And yeah, we're good to go. We're gonna go back to the Grand Gallery. God, this episode's just been backtracking after backtracking. Well, it's only 8 minutes. We're pretty much wrapped up with backtrack, so it's not a big... It shan't be a big deal. I don't even know what I meant by that. That was a stupid word. Moving on. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. There's an NPC we missed. Well, we're going to... I think this is actually it right here. No, it isn't. So, there's an NPC that I'm thankfully glad this guide pointed out. Let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna want to go back to the outside deck, so we're gonna go this way. Straight ahead. The item I was talking about earlier was right here. Behind these, like, white cloths, right there in the entrance, you go in there to the right, it's gonna be an ergo. I don't necessarily need to show it. It's just like a little corner area. It's nothing crazy. I thought he dropped something. I'm just gonna ignore this thing. It won't follow us for that long. Our goal here is to get to the steps. It sometimes does follow you up the steps, but for the most part, it kind of gives up following you once you either get to a ladder or you're outside. Kind of just strafe around these guys. They're kind of annoying, but honestly, they're not that bad. They can't really shoot fast further than about those chains. And this guy kind of just, like, turns around on you. He's like, not worth it. Dude, you gotta not. You butthole. You gigantic butthole. I know that has recoil, but come on. And he's not even dead. He has less than a quarter of his HP. I might switch back to the puppet string. The puppet string for this area is actually really... I'm sorry. My 3-year-old saw where that thing was landed, or... Where that... I can't talk. Oh, that feels weird. Come on, buddy. Come on. Be stupid. Not stupid. Oh my... He almost was stupid. Oh my god. Why? Why do you have to be not stupid? I'll take this opportunity to open up your shiny middle ass. Don't lie. You see this you've watched this part of the episode, or not, the series. Don't lie. You watch this series and you think Futurama, okay? Low-key, one of the most underrated, well, I don't think it's really underrated. One of the best adult cartoons there is Futurama. I love that show. I agree the later seasons kind of suck, but I even find enjoyment out of them more than I do. Dude, you gotta fucking chill, okay? I'm talking about a great show. You don't need to fucking be pushy, okay? I'm already backtracked. This whole episode is nothing but just backtracking, alright? I don't need to waste more time for my viewers, alright? I want to make some progress. I'm trying to find an NPC that drops some great loot. Can we please just have a time? And I'm not wasting that triangle, okay? Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. Thankfully, that drill guy didn't really spot us, so I could sneak around and get back to where we were, but... You gotta fucking you gotta take some damage, man. You gotta take some L's. You can't just be doing this all the time. Okay. You know what you could do, my friend? Take a big flappy dong up the... never mind, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I'm sorry. I know I apologize a lot, but that one I'm truly, truly meaning it this time. Alright. Up the ladder. Ascend the ladder to the next narrow walkway. At the corner, there's a soldier puppet, then continue forward. Okay. So we want to keep going this way. I know I already was here last episode, but... I kind of forgot this NPC existed. We need to find them before we make a certain amount of progress. It's one of those NPCs. I know. This is where the puppet string would be really good, or if I had more Legion, but... There we go. I hit the button right after. Oh my god. Fucking mini. Alright.
What's going on?
There's the NPC. I just don't remember where exactly to get the... There she is! I overcomplicated that. Okay.
Don't come any closer. Oh. You're not one of them. Are you here to save me? Those grand exhibition jerks are not to be messed with. Especially after they took that drug. Then there are those biological experiments. Ugh, how horrid. I can't reveal everything, but suffice it to say that I can escape on my own if you clear the way a bit. Please, wipe out all those mongrels. Please, wipe out. It'll be easier to breathe once that horrid Victor's been taken out. Once you're done, I'll see you at the hotel.
Yeah, so that's her quest line. It's similar to the other quest lines in these dungeons. If you speak to them, give them the item they need, or do what they need done, they'll, well, usually just die. Cecil did it. Adeline, I think that's her name, did it. It's nothing fancy. It's a tragic story, but a star fragment, oh my god. Only if I had a fucking shortcut that I could have unlocked earlier, but didn't, I would be in a good place. But we're just gonna do this. Yeah, so we won't really have to do much with that. We just have to kill the next boss, which you kind of hinted at already, but I won't say the name just for reasons. I'm also lazy. Anyway, let's continue forward and hopefully make some decent progress. Since this whole episode, like I've said 14 times, I'm sorry, it's a repeat, like the episode, nothing but backtracking. Cool. Maybe I don't like this dungeon as much as I thought I did. Oh, then again, I also suck at the basic mechanics, so. Oh, cool! Mr. Buttplug is following us. Mr. Buttplug 2 is also following us. I almost rolled off the edge. That was... no blame on that. Haha! Got it on camera, sucker! Oh, boy. I actually don't need to find that letter. I just did it to get rid of them. I just need to go this way. We had to do all that stuff earlier to get to Belle. That's her name. B-E-L-L-E, so Bella, or Belle. Bill. Sorry, I can't say it any other way. Don't trigger. Okay, he's not triggered. Alright, we gotta kill the gunner guys. If we don't, they're gonna be kind of persistent and annoying, and yeah, you know my opinion on that. I don't need to go into details. Our goal for this is the new enemy. The Muscle Man. Our rival for this episode. But before that, we have to kill these gunner guys. You... every time, why? Oh my god. The amount of bullshit this just offered me. Oh my god. And I'm pretty sure I just remembered an easy way to counter these guys, and I feel kind of stupid, but at the same time, like... no. Die. You should have been dead like 4 minutes ago. That's all I'm saying. Alright, we want to go that way. The Grand Exhibition. They're like fucking... I'm looking for here. Like fucking cockroaches. Or a hydra or something like that. Like, they're like... You kill one, 5 pop up. I don't understand why they're so annoying. But now we got a kind of a mini boss of sorts, and I would argue this guy coming up is one of the toughest enemies we've encountered thus far. They're extremely fast and unpredictable, and yeah, just good luck. Cool. I know I can scale him. Hey, at least I got my blocking started. A caliber. Oh my god, we're getting a lot of calibers now. Hey, can you give me another quartz? That would be kind of nice. I need more quartz, thank you. Please. I want to start upgrading those bars. We made it back. If this is a quartz, I'm going to have a fucking heart attack. Alright, supply box. But that could also have a quartz. Shortcut. Up there's the boss fight. Alright. I'm pretty sure the guy's weak to fire. We'll talk about that, of course, in the next episode. But we're finally done with the exhibition hall, and it took me way longer than I should have been. This whole episode was just unnecessary, but I just didn't have enough healing that last episode. We're gonna head back to the hotel and give that supply box away because I want to see what cool stuff we can get for it. In the meantime, I'll back off this page so I could see if there's any stuff we missed. We got everything. Okay. Now I believe that goes to you.
No matter what fate brings, serving her. Welcome to Hotel Krat. This is a supply box, officially approved by the city of Krat. I shall open it and add it to the hotel shop. No matter what fate serving. Welcome.
Yep, we could buy a quartz. I'm definitely buying that. We could also buy a caliber, which I'm definitely gonna buy that also. Everything else. Well, I don't need it right now, so I'm not gonna buy any of those. We also have this, but I'm not gonna waste my time with that. It's a short time, not worth it. Alright, so we're definitely doing that. And I'm going to sell you... Perfect. All 11 of these for 3,000. 33,000, or 3,300, but still. And I'll buy that caliber, so we could get some much needed upgrades. I'll do this right now. I have no reason not to make you guys wait. Ooh, so we got some quartz, we got some calibers, modify. My voice sounds dodgy right now, sorry. Speaking of dodgy, as good as Falcon Eyes is, I think I'm ready to move on to my puppet string. Link dodge, or just dodge, is really good. Especially with the upcoming boss fight being more aggressive. In fact, I'm going to be reallocating the Legion calibers I have equipped to Falcon Eyes onto our a puppet string, because puppet string's 4th upgrade is absolutely incredible. I'll tell you in a moment. Reset Legion arm. Don't get me wrong, Falcon Eyes, you are a beautiful weapon, and fully upgraded you can be one of the best, but I would rather have my puppet strings. I do indeed want these strings on me. I'm sorry, that was a dumb joke. So, Trace, Lets you press and hold a Legion arm button to track your enemy. This lets you move towards them rather than pushing them towards you. These are fantastic and it allows you to get close to larger enemies. Originally, you couldn't do that. Large enemies wouldn't really do that. Dodge. You can dodge right after a hit, which could be really good if an enemy is charging up a powerful attack. Link attack, or attack link. If you pull or use trace an enemy and press and hold that Legion arm button, it will trigger a link attack. This attack is beautiful. And if you were to fully upgrade like we did, it would cause a trophy to pop, or an achievement. And I do have one more caliber left. I will use it for... I'll hold on to it. I don't know if I'll use this weapon again, so that's the thing. I might later down the road when it's more useful, but I think for the upcoming boss fight, I would rather have the power of my puppet string. And we have 13 gold coins, which is fantastic, so I'm definitely going to be popping on our brand new Legion arm. Well, not brand new, but our upgraded Legion arm. So beautiful. So if you were to get the item instead of the puppet ripper, if you were to get the amulet that increases the rank of a Legion arm, you wouldn't have to upgrade this to +3. But if you did, it would also I think it would also upgrade the scaling to this to an S scaling of technique. As good as that sounds, I personally don't really care about it. I think the damage would have been just slightly higher. Overall, I'm very happy with this regardless. I think it also increased damage. It would have been all around really good, but at the end of the day, not necessary. For this upcoming boss fight, I quickly want to check his stats. So looking at his stats, he's weak to acid. So we want really? So he's a human enemy? Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Good thing I checked. So we're going to want to equip acid, whatever you call it, but we'll do that, of course, in a minute, or beginning of next episode. But this is what Puppet String now can do. So good. Just so good. Very versatile, and although you can't pull a big enemy towards you, you could pull towards it, and then you could jump up, dodging any attack it would have, unless we time it wrong, and then just jump down for a big chunk of damage. Absolutely beautiful. I love it for that reason. Yeah, so our next boss is a human type, so having our puppet amulet is useless. Having this is useless. We don't really have anything that increases human damage. I have no clue what I'm gonna take the extra life. I'm gonna take the extra life for this boss fight. I think that's gonna be the... You know what? No. I'm gonna take the +4 in technique. I think that's much better. That's gonna give us a good chunk of damage increase. And I think that's way more useful to us than what I was trying to say, which is HP. Sorry, took me a second. So, seeing as he's weak to acid, in case if we have some trouble, I'll put a Poison Wish Stone on that, and I'll equip our Acid Grindstone to give us acid damage. I think that's pretty useful, and we are ready to go. In the next episode, my friends, we're going to be fighting Champion Victor. I'll see you guys then.